Okey-doke.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream Thursday night. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm alive. That's one thing. That was very, very close to not being a thing several times over the weekend, I think. Not that bad, but I mean, really, we fared extremely well, and it could have been way worse if I would have literally lived 2 blocks in any given direction. The whole time, we were a couple of feet away from water in the house, all the electronics getting damaged, but it never made those 2 feet. We never had any leaks in the roof, never had anything. Don't know. So, let's see, what's the motto for the last week that I came out with? Oh yeah, screw Hurricane Harvey. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing wonderfully. I'm glad I'm here and able to actually do again. We have so many people watching. It is good to see all of you out. Support. We have with us this evening a bevy of people. I see Dragon Racer, but he's probably only listening. Mr. Cuts.
Good evening.
How are you doing this past week? You and I were just talking about the Destiny 2 beta.
Yeah, less damp than you, as far as I'm aware.
Given your geographic location, I find that shocking. But hey.
Well, I mean, there's damp and there's damp.
Yes, there's damp and then there's damp. Swimming away damp. Yeah. I had a humdinger of a weekend. I took some pictures from Monday when we actually went out after we could get out of the neighborhood, because I live in this small kind of a horseshoe with a line across the middle of it kind of shaped neighborhood. And it's kind of like a belt buckle if you look at it from the map. And within the neighborhood, there were several instances where the waters were low enough that we could drive around the neighborhood, but the streets getting out, there was only 2 streets out of the whole neighborhood, they were flooded, or the major streets that those connected to were flooded, so we couldn't get anywhere. Now, we stocked up, we had tons of water, tons of food, tons of everything, but we couldn't get out until Monday. All day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was too dangerous. But Monday, we got out, went to the grocery stores. A lot of grocery stores were open on Monday, but they were tentatively letting in small groups of people in batches, so there were lines at the grocery stores. But, you know, the lines went quick. It moved. But it's one of those things you're not used to seeing on a regular basis. It's strange.
The travel sounds almost, in that respect, sounds like here if it snows heavily in winter, because we're on the top of quite a steep hill.
Yeah.
And the hill becomes treacherous when it's icy for cars. Hello, what's going on?
Yep, died.
Okay.
Like you could get around in the area there, but to get out, you'd have to go down a really steep hill, and it's real dangerous kind of thing.
Hey, Donnie, you have access, right?
Yeah.
Go fix it.
Oh.
Make yourself
to the
useful.
server, yes.
Yeah. Access to the server. Go fix it. Make yourself useful. Okay. In Houston, Houston has great variance. Some parts of Houston are upwards of 100 feet higher, 150 feet higher than other parts. There is great variance for a town that has no hills. Not really. So there's lots of different parts of town where they were literally probably a foot away from the ceiling on the first floor of a building. So people had to evacuate and get up onto their roofs. There are pictures of people with tents pitched on the roofs of their houses so they could actually stay out of the rain but stay visible and rescuable. It was pretty bad. Okay, I'm going to catch up on chat here just a second real quick. Heart of Dragon says, hey, I'm used to being part of the stream, and the echo bugs me. Nightbird asks, so what is the project tonight? We're actually going to do a quick tour of Mr. Ferg's base. Ferg, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I didn't drown. I'm happy. No water damage. I didn't lose my computer. I lost track of how many times over the weekend. We lost power very early into the storm. And I lost track of how many times I kept thinking, oh God, do I have such and such backed up onto a USB drive I can grab or on Dropbox? That was going through that in my head the whole time. So yeah.
Oh, I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
Just grab the tower and take it with you.
Yeah. Tell you what. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You have changed departments at the job that you do.
Yes.
Is the new department better?
Yes.
Less worse?
Less stressful. I got set hours now, so that's
okay.
Nice.
There you go.
Are you working on the weekends as much anymore?
Yep.
Oh, crap. Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm still on stupid schedule.
Yeah, you and me need to find some afternoon hours when you get a day off that we could do some PUBG again.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Berg's easy to talk into on that one.
That's my arm. Maybe we can invite Chad's if it's late enough in the afternoon.
Yeah. Is it up, Air Donnie?
I think it should be.
Okay.
Making sure it doesn't lock up again.
I'm just going to wait until people start stepping on and see what happens.
It says 2 or 20.
Did you have
Looks good. Coming in.
Night Pirate says, did you have a boat, an escape boat ready? No. I live hundreds of miles from water. Well, boatable water. You don't think about owning a boat at this point in time, which is one of the reasons why random hurricanes are so terrifying. Specifically because the unpredictable nature of it. I've considered getting inflatable boats. The you can get for like $200 on Amazon. You can get those rapid inflatable rafts where you pull the tag and it just, inflates or whatever. Yeah, I've considered getting one of those. I really have. But I don't know if that would be.
Want to row.
Do what?
You don't want to row.
Well, this would literally be, we would probably tether it to something, a long rope long enough that we could float above the house and would not wash away with the floodwaters, but would still be rescuable from a helicopter. But the part of town I'm in is a very old part of town. Let's transition to some game footage here real quick. We were fortunate enough to actually have really good drainage that has been overhauled by the city several times. So we were seeing open streets by Sunday, really Saturday afternoon. I was starting to see Saturday night. I saw a street for the first time and I tweeted about it, posted it on Discord. I saw it. Actually, you know what? Hang on a sec. I'm going to go back to Space Cam real quick when I'm talking about Harvey. I posted overnight about it. I said literally on the Discord, I see street, and Mallrat responded with, good. Now the trick is to keep seeing street. And that was true. That is very, very astute of an observation of Mallrat. But I was
like, yay, concrete.
Yeah, exactly. By late Saturday night, I was seeing concrete. Sunday morning, where there was enough street that we could drive around the block. But Sunday afternoon, when our streets were basically dry, except for like drizzling, our streets were dry. There's no standing water in them. By Sunday afternoon, there were still parts of town that were getting flooded or being flooded. And even as late as Monday, there were parts of Houston that were being flooded because of levees that had been overrun by the rainwater. And it's still bad. There's still lots of neighborhoods that are basically underwater and they're not draining or not draining quick enough because this was considered a 500-year flood. You're not supposed to get 2 of those in 500 years, and we've gotten 2 of them in 20. So the city wasn't prepared.
Yeah, none of the public waystones are being listed.
Yeah, they're not public anymore.
They're not public anymore?
They're not on the list. When you use the waystone, they're just not there.
I
built a waystone for nothing.
Oh, I went and clicked mine. Well, and it worked, but it's not public. May need to break these.
Did you place this one back down in creative?
No.
Okay, you need to place it in creative, and it'll be global. Whoever took it up.
I didn't pick it up.
But I mean, like, none of them are. Like the Coop one's not. They're all gone.
I know, but if you place it back down in creative, there's a checkbox that says make global. Did you do that? For whatever reason, the list got reset, and we need to probably just redo those waystones. So yeah. Anyway, one thing before we get kicked off, I want to say real quick, this is why I'm sitting on Facecam still. I want to say that one of the most important things to me during Hurricane Harvey was specifically the league, because by Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, we lost power, and the only thing I had was cell phone access. Since there was no power, there's no internet. I couldn't wind up my computer, even though I do have battery backup. The internet in the neighborhood was not connecting out to the rest of the world, so it would have been pointless. And I can't run this big PC off of that much battery for long anyway. So I was using my cell phone quite a bit and using it to get weather data, and I don't have a really high-end phone. A lot of the weather apps were just not working, so I asked people in the league to start posting. I made a channel called #Harvey, and I started asking folks, hey, could you please post weather radar about once every 30 minutes, once an hour? I really need it. People here in Houston need it. And sure enough, league people came to the rescue, started posting weather radar posts, and started keeping me up to date on news they were reading from Reddit or from Google. And it was very, very critical to my sanity to have that feed of information that I could step into, look at real quick, and then step back out. And we've had league members stepping forward and helping us financially with now we've got suddenly a whole bunch of gas expenses and grocery expenses we're having to go through and stock up on things while we can get them until the grocery stores in the neighborhood can actually, in the area, can actually start getting trucks back into town to restock. It is a legit problem. And we have issues with gas prices are going up all over the world thanks to, well, us having shut down our refineries for Harvey. And they're probably going to keep going up for weeks. And they're going to get high.
Yay. Sorry.
That's Harvey's fault. Yeah. So anyway, my boss has a house in the Huron Mountains, on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, with a really steep drive. In the summer, you need a 4-wheel drive. In the winter, you need a tracked Ranger. Says Cougars. That sounds scary.
Serious business.
Yeah, that is actually serious business.
Yeah, those tracks are like $40,000.
Yep. So, okay, let's go back to game footage here real quick. I want to see, for people that have missed it, this is the state of the village right now. I'm actually going to take a little break on working on this as it stands, and probably going to work on the island under the lighthouse. But first thing I want to do is see if I can actually get a tour of Mr. Ferg's new project, if the server is willing. Okay. Waystone is... Okay, I'm going to wind mine up. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing things.
Donnie made it through. I see an Donnie.
Yow.
Ferg's fleet. And I'm going to go over here. Yeah. So I really wanted to say before we got too far into things, I want to say a big thank you to folks like RDH Dragon and Shadow Ace and several of the members of the community for posting regular news and weather radar updates, and so many other people keeping me apprised of many things and asking me, hey, are you near this part of town? I'm hearing news saying that bad things are happening there. You know, stuff like that. And it was critical to my wife and I's survival and sanity. I really cannot stress that enough, because stress in that situation builds real quick. And when you can't get information on what's going on during a hurricane, terrifying. So thank you. Now, yes, Captain Fergcat, exactly. You have this, well, okay, first of all, you have your airship back here, Zeppelin, that you have been working on, but now there is this monstrosity. What is this? Is it a cargo ship?
I was trying to go for an aircraft carrier design.
Wow. I see there.
Where all my farms are gonna go.
I was about to say, I see
out of dirt
up here. Wait, you ran out of dirt?
I ran out of dirt.
Who runs out of dirt? I think
we have some essence if you're interested.
Yeah,
we have unlimited dirt.
We have essence and seeds. This is gonna be nice. This is really nice, I gotta say. Ooh, I like the front bow.
Oh yeah.
So okay.
The bow came out really nice. Still, making the loads of concrete.
Yeah. Are you going to be putting stuff on the inside of it, or is it mostly going to be a surface use kind of a thing?
I'm going to put a bunch of clocks in here and probably some IE generators.
Oh, the garden cloches or whatever they're called?
Yeah, the garden clock.
Yeah. I don't know how to say it either.
Can't see a damn thing.
Night vision, man. You really need to get some night vision on your gear.
Or turn into a bat and then you get a night vision.
Yeah. This is big. Okay, so this is going to be, what is it called? Wait a minute, there's a term for it. The con tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bridge too, I think.
Yeah.
The bridge is up here.
Yeah.
Bridge CIC.
Area at the top, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna
It's in the tower.
have to have a walk around thing up there. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Of course, it's still what?
Work in progress,
Oh,
obviously.
well, yeah. I figured as much, but the question then becomes: are you gonna do one of those weird elevators they have on the sides where you can raise stuff up and down?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I like the idea that in this particular thing it would be for raising and lowering a farm plot for some reason. You then just need a catapult for kind of launching all the produce off the end into the other ship.
Oh, there we go. I missed the item cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Done a little work on the inside of my ship. At least I've been busy.
What type of balloon is going on the second ship? Asks Night Pirate. Berg.
There is not going to be a balloon on this one.
Yeah.
Lots of turbine.
Yep, turbines like the ones in the back, except they're going to be on the... Like, going to make pins.
Yeah. So he's going to actually have some things sticking off the sides, I suspect, with turbines pointing down. He is doing a what do they call it? A shield helicarrier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing a shield helicarrier, which is dope. That's awesome.
I am a little sad with chisel, though, because I can no longer chisel the iron bars.
Yeah, they got taken out. We might get that back in an update, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. I think the art was taken out for some reason. Barlock's on the server. Woo.
Oh boy.
Yeah. We need to get get you some help to get your balloon finished on your first ship.
Well, if I, actually unload my base, I could. Because I got chickens down here. I got string chickens.
Chickens, don't you know?
Ah, there, don't you know, there. They have been busy on the inside of it.
Okay, I have a complaint. You have a walkway that leads directly to the side of a dead end. There's no entrance here. Why do you have a walkway specifically going to a flat wall?
Because that's where I started the build.
Wait.
I will be
Blue
moving it
Baron's
over.
mine.
That's okay. This one goes nowhere because it got deleted.
Yeah, that one doesn't even connect right now, but I mean, still. This first one, you actually bothered to leave it connected to the ship, but there's no door here. I just, the door's over here.
Like, you just like
Those are
nitpick.
full.
Got it. My chicken breeding center.
Chickens.
Okay.
The Cluckinator 9000. What?
No.
Oh, you put a chicken in there to get eggs or what?
I put a chicken in there to kill it.
Oh. How does it kill it? Piston?
Yep.
Oh, suffocate. Wow.
I need a test chicken.
We need a test chicken.
We need a test chicken. Oh, God.
Come here, Vagram. I got a present. Go stand in there.
That thing can't kill me. I mean, seriously, have you seen the Supremium armor stats? I don't think you could kill me if you tried.
Is that a challenge?
No, because PvP's off on the server. You could try all you want. You're not getting anywhere.
And my mess of wiring.
Cloches are so good, I have no problem with them getting slowed down in the latest update. Yeah, they are getting their rates slowed down, but I do not think that update is coming to 110.2. It's 111 or 112 update, so I don't have to worry about it.
Also, frankly, it doesn't really seem to be much of a problem anyway because they're really, really fast.
Yeah. So I'm okay with them getting slowed down. Even if it affected us, I'm okay with it.
I think it's completely justified. They are too fast in the current version.
Yeah. They are better than every single other farm option possible right now.
Yep.
By a large margin. So it's okay to dial them back. Go ahead. Let's see. Liquid DNA cows. You're collecting over here. Zephyrian Erothium. This is the stuff you have to make the people pipes with that we can't use because of...
Broken.
No, they work. It's just they don't interact very well with Metamorph.
Oh.
Yeah, as long as you don't
clones
morph, they work
behind.
completely fine.
Yeah, if you leave your form and go back to your player model, it works fine. Powered oil, canola oil, steam cow.
Steam cow.
Mutagen.
You pull on the udder and it hisses. I mean, what does that do? Primal mana, water.
Little pen for normal cows.
Yeah, the non-freaks.
Segregation.
Don't judge me.
That's
I
right.
needed leather.
That's racist.
Sonic.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. It is actually different. Let's say Tectonic Petroleum looks different. I mean, looks the same, but no, it's darker than a normal cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the white is darker.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Weird. Cool.
Keeping the normal cows away from the genetically engineered super cows.
Yeah. Where do you think they come from?
I'd like to point out that you have a mushroom over here. Technically, it's a normal cow.
Yeah, I know. That one actually had a name tag on it. It was just wandering around outside.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. It had the name tag mushroom on it, and it was just wandering by the village up in the base.
Yeah, Kuga says, I like the Skelly Bat skin, and Dragon Racer replied, but yeah, that's Dragon Racer's skin. He actually did his own, a miniature, it's kind of a miniature Ender Dragon skin, basically. I think it came out really good.
And there's my sad attempt at it.
I think that this is, if you know Ferg's player model, his normal skin in Minecraft, this is dead on. This is 100% exact, which I think is awesome and hilarious. The weird part is, it looks like you gave yourself a saddle.
Yeah,
I'm not riding you. You could not pay me enough. Sorry. On that note, I'm jumping to my death.
And slow fall.
You didn't even see all my mess of wiring that drives everyone nuts.
Wait a minute, where?
Down in the hole.
Buh.
Where
Dun 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 dun. Oh, this is IE wiring. It doesn't count as a mess of wiring.
We've seen worse. The Coop was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was.
Initially, the Coop was pretty bad, but I mean, inherently, it is hard to make. There is only so neat that you can make IE wiring. It has limitations. So yeah.
It was worse. I had like stuff on the floor too.
The wife is here.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. So glad I went wireless. How did you go wireless, Dragon Racer? What are you using?
Graham, are you pooping on my floors?
Yeah, probably. If it's chicken poop, it's probably my fault. Technically, I could blame it on Aerodani. I think he's here, but he normally leaves lava eggs all over the place.
Yeah, then you know it's me.
Yeah, exactly.
I got lava chickens right here.
Oh, you're using Extra Utils Wireless. Yeah, that's a good system. I actually like that system. Hi, Donnie. And hello, Solar Mitsuki. Neat name.
That's a neat name.
Yeah. It sounds like a sun-powered anime character. It does. That's not a bad thing. I think that's great. I want to say also, Ferg, I really like the hatches in your top deck. I think it's this, or like what would traditionally be loading and unloading cargo. I think this is
what I was going for.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I like it. Of course, they are kind of a pain to all close, but whatever. There we go. Me and
What a bit of redstone couldn't solve.
Yeah, me and Cuts are having trapdoor fights, apparently.
I think Aerodani was helping on the bottom.
Helping, air quotes.
Helping.
He helps like me, I do. Loud explosions.
Mhm. Oh, Solar Mitsuki, it's from Naruto. Nailed it.
Nailed.
Nailed it, 100%. That's a cool name. I like it. I watched the, let's see, what did my friends all call it? The Abomination version of Naruto, because it was dubbed, not subbed. I watched the one on Cartoon Network. I like some kinds of
those kind of people then.
Yeah, I like dub anime, and I'm very picky about anime because a lot of it is facepalm cringy and stupid to me. That's me. I'm not saying anime is stupid. I'm saying to me, it just wasn't my thing. So I'm very picky about it, and I got about a season or two in on Naruto, And there's a lot of it I liked, and there's bits of it that it just kind of made me go, oh God, and, change channels.
I prefer having dubbed stuff anyway, because if I'm going to be watching animation, I'd like to look at the animation and not be reading the words.
I don't know what the bot is complaining about. Solar Mitsuki, just ignore it, and if you get a warning or something, I mean, if you get a ban, we can remove it. There's parts of the StreamJar bot that are still, broken. Yeah, it periodically warns for words that aren't in my blacklist, and I don't know where they come from.
See, Kugas is up to 4 or 6.
Already? Wow.
Yeah, just FYI, those warnings do not reset after the stream is over. So a moderator will have to clear those for me. And there is some set of / commands.
Oh, Dragon, like the placement of my windmills.
Where are you? What windmills? Where? Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. When we first toured his ship, I showed these off. So yeah. Okay.
I don't think I had those the first time.
I can't remember. I thought you had a couple of them at least.
No, I don't think I had them.
I mean, it makes sense.
The stairs going down, yeah. They're like almost exactly where they need to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. What Blue Magnus said. Sub or dub, it shouldn't matter as long as you find what you enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoy both, but then again, I'm the kind of person who wants to learn Japanese as well.
Want to, but it just sounds all the same to me.
I was born and raised in the Texas educational system. I'm lucky that I can read. I'm lucky that I can read English, much less speak it. So
I went to 3 different high schools. What does that say?
I went to
2 different ones.
I've gone to 9 different schools, like total. If we're playing one up.
Got me by like 3.
Okay.
I have moved a bunch in my younger life, but because the school districts in Alaska are so freakishly large, I didn't change schools.
Yeah. Okay, I am going back to the Pirates Cove, so we can start working on some stuff now. Woohoo! Thank you very much for showing off the new build, Mr. Ferg. Whoa. A lot of drift going on here. Okay. No connect, turn on or off. What? I can speak Japanese from playing Hanzo from Overwatch. I'm not sure it works that way. So
that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can speak
Japanese, perhaps.
I can speak Japanese as I watch anime. That doesn't work like that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's more likely that if you did actually learn what was being said, you'd cover a larger section of the language.
You'd have to watch a lot of anime to even get a total grasp of the language. I mean, a lot.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's more than from the game, for example.
Okay, I'm going to dial down that. I'm going to remove. I forgot. I still need to do a top of that support tower there, but I'm going to worry about it later. Okay, I have a whole bunch of wood that I need to put down in our chests or generally clear my inventory out. Whee. Let's see. I'm gonna put. Actually, I'm gonna keep that over here.
I must say, I'm liking the dry dock so far. I missed last stream.
It's actually not finished.
I know, but
yeah, I need to okay. Let's get this and set it aside. I'm just gonna we have basically infinite whatever. I'm just gonna do this real quick. That. Don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, I need to trench out the bottom a bit more. It did not come out as deep there as I wanted it to. But otherwise, thank you very much. I am very happy with the state that it came out in. Okay. We have a lighthouse that has, I was about to say, does it not have a front door? It does have a front door. Yeah.
Who built the house up next to the dry dock area? The white one that looks like it came from a southern colony.
What? Where?
the house up here, just south of the dry dock. Who built this?
South of the
Looks
dry-
amazing.
Little one.
That was built by Barlock.
It looks amazing.
He built it somewhere.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's some serious fence work.
Yeah, it's Barlock. Barlock is hands down one of the best builders we have in the community. If you want to talk about chisels and bits work, there's two people that make me feel basically club-fisted and stupid, and that's Gabbro and Barlock. Barlock's building talents in general, as well as Gabbro's, are top-notch, but yeah. Easily.
I just look at this and see, like, that is a lot of patience.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, let's see, one design, 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 chisels and bits fence designs, and that's it. For the actual patio. Because he basically made one pattern and then turns around the other way and places it flipped. That's it. I mean, it's still intricate and crazy detail that I don't have the patience for. On a normal live stream, it would probably be boring also. But yeah, these are chisels and bits windows right here. Tyrian metal for the actual shutters. I would like to point out, Barlock, these shutters don't make sense. But that's me being nitpicky. These should be half panels, or you should only have them on one side. Because he this was inspired by a specific housing design. These don't make sense. They look gorgeous though. I will still take it. I'm not going to kick it out of the bed for eating cookies or whatever the phrasing is. I'm gonna go up here on the second floor. Got these upper windows. Those are usually actually in a lot of older houses. They're glass now, but they would be wireframe. Prolix says, okay, I can change them. It's okay. Leave it.
I just died, and I don't know how. What?
You didn't die.
I died on my screen.
There's no death message.
Okay, hold on. In the log.
I see you.
Harry Downey left the game.
That was weird. I changed it back to my chicken form, and it said I died. Now, if I try to hit respawn, I couldn't respond.
That sounds like your connection messed up or something. Hey, the table's high enough. I can walk under it. This is awesome. This one too.
Oh, that is awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Chicken
under the
leg.
table.
Yeah.
This is an ocelot with its face through the wall.
Yep. Hi. What's up?
Hi there.
The infinitely thin cat flap.
Let's. There is Ocelot. Go away. Shoot. It's. I think it's trapped. Yeah, he built it in, or it spawned in here. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, this was a
It might have
house.
climbed up from the outside and not been able to get back out.
This was a house built by Barlock. Backyard. Side yard is probably where his building stuff is. The front of the actual house. JD? Why does front patio say JD on it? I'm curious now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
after learning the game thought I died, I just realized I have a death marker. That was so weird.
I'm not sure. Awesome. Yeah, honestly, I probably would have gotten that house and built it over here, but that's fine. We can build something similar or better than that over there on the cliffs. Oh,
Gotcha.
James D. Okay. You're not James Dean, are you? Hashtag conspiracy theory. Double shutters equals double the protection. Doesn't work that way, Keyboard Monkey. Looks like the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. Kind of does. I can see that. Yeah. Does it have a Widow's Watch? It's out in the right place to have a Widow's Watch. If you were going to have a Widow's Walk, if you're going to have a widow's walk on a house, those kind of houses would be closer to the coast, or the actual peak roofing on this would be going this way. It would be going east-west, not north-south. Because basically when you have a widow's walk, for anybody who doesn't know, a widow's walk is where you actually have, instead of having like dormers or whatever, just little windows sticking out of the roof, you have an actual balcony, a little balcony that sticks off one side of the roofing right here, and it'll have a doorway that comes up through here, sometimes a trap door, sometimes a normal door on a dormer. But there'll be a little walkway up here with railing, and this side of the house will face out to the sea, so that wives of sea captains, and usually sea captains' wives are the only ones that could actually afford this kind of stuff, could see out to the docks and out to the ocean to wait for their loved one to come back. That's the whole point of the widow's walk. And yeah, this side, or one of these sides, would be facing out into the water. So yeah, it's not really perfect for a widow's walk, but it's a cool idea. I would love somebody to add one. I put a marker down over here, by the way, if somebody wants to start building a boat. Nobody has yet, though. New takers.
Boat.
Wow. Wireless here. We got a lot of people here this evening.
Wow.
Hey, Tig, what's going on? Would that be Schrodinger's cat? Says Kugas. No, we can see it. Inherently, it is not Schrodinger's cat.
And neither is it dead nor alive.
Yeah, good guess, though. Technically speaking, for a split second, Aridani was Schrodinger's chicken. So,
yeah, I was dead and alive.
Prove me wrong, V. Yeah, that's the thing. You're going to have one, if you have a shutter system on a house, it's usually either one upper and one lower, or each side. So you have an upper left and then a lower right, or you'll have a double shutter on one side. I mean, a shutter on one side. Double shutters indicates double windows. Shutters, the entire point of those was to keep debris during storms and stuff like that from breaking the glass, like small rocks and whatever other projectiles getting picked up by winds and breaking the glass on houses, and to offer a certain amount of privacy. But most times they were actually for storms and extreme weather. And they were used to protect the glass, because glass was really expensive historically. So, yeah. Warlock is my boat builder, and he's been busy, LOL, says Pirated Old. Donny Mims is hogging him. Okay, I need to get some stone. I'm going to go down here. I'm actually going to get a whole bunch of cobble. Do that. Go over here. Any more cobble over here? Yes, we do. And probably a couple of things of sand. Might need some gravel. We'll get back around to that. Okay. I'm actually going to build this out. Let's do...
Oh, I need a second person to sleep.
You need a what?
Second person to sleep.
No, you don't.
Oh, well that. Fair enough.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do some... Oh god, that's wrong. No, that's right. Yeah, okay. So let's see. Before the stream started, me and Mr. Kutz were talking about the Destiny 2 beta. I'm very impressed with their technical port of the game. I think they did a really good job on that front.
Yeah, presenting it purely as the software it was for the sake of testing it, as opposed to an introduction to the game for people, it was brilliant. But boy, did it ever just do nothing to tell you how to play it.
And that is the inherent problem. I think they really should have been trying to cater more towards the new audience that they've got at their disposal now, which is basically... Actually, I am going to go get some gravel. which is the new PC players. Because previously, well, actually, PC and the original Destiny 1 was what, only on PlayStation, or was it on Xbox also?
PlayStation and Xbox One.
Okay, so it was console basically. Yeah, and
Was it 360 as well? I can't remember.
yeah, the
Yes, 360.
PC player base is entirely new to them, which means that they have a whole new foundation of players they could be doing something with. That they could, hey, this is the game. They could have done a slightly different open beta, like one little bit of extra like pop-ups, or hey, this is how you use powers or whatever. A little bit of an info screen for a couple of seconds before you get dropped into the mission, whatever. And I think it would have been really, really good. I think it would have served them a lot better than what they ended up doing.
Which, while the basics were very straightforward and easy to work out, working out how to use the abilities was just like, well, for me it was searching through keybinds and then thinking like, well, what's the third one then? Or specifically, what's the second one? I worked out what the first one was and what the third one was, but not the second, and I had to ask Blue what it was. He informed me that it was a special ability on melee attacks.
Okay, I'm wondering actually if it's going to be the best way to do this. Let's rethink this real quick. Yeah, I think it was good. I think it was an amazing technical demo, but I really think they should have put a little bit more effort into putting some more uniqueness into the player PC experience, because a lot of people this weekend were using that to shop, quote unquote, see if they wanted the game. And I got dumped into a mission that had a, pardon my phrasing, hard as balls boss at the back end of it that I did not have fun fighting. Because, there's all these damage types on weapons I don't understand. And some weapons would have interacted better with him than other weapons because of the damage type. And that's not explained anywhere. And there's a lot of the actual fight mechanics that aren't explained. And it was not a great experience. So,
This is sounding like the criticism I had of Destiny 1.
I do believe that voice is Wirewolf.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Wirewolf. How are you?
I'm alive, sir. How are you?
I always love Wirewolf. He's so calm. He's so sedate. I can listen to him for a couple of minutes and all my stress goes away. Because he's just here. He's just, So, yeah. Wirewolf's a great de-stressor.
Work.
Yeah. Yes, unless he's at work. Poor man. Yeah, I think that... I do think that Destiny 1 and 2 caters to a specific market, but I don't think that market is me. It's probably an amazing game. I don't think it's an amazing game for me. But yeah.
Well, I'm certainly a fan.
Yes.
It certainly like once I worked out what I was able to do, which took a while, like figuring out how you could change up like stat and like perk settings on individual items, like you can change how a gun handles and stuff like that. Once I worked out how to do that, it was like, whoa, okay, this has a lot of potential. It was so bad at explaining itself initially, but once I figured out how to do it, it was like, yeah, I could see myself doing this. This is really fun.
I liked being able to tweak and fine-tune the weapons and change them, how they functioned and how they worked. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I only worked that out quite a while in, because of course it didn't tell you that at all.
And that comes back again to my worry about a lot of the experience with the game. I think there's going to be a lot of assumptions long term that will be best served towards Destiny 1 experienced players and not new PC players, and I'm not sure that's something I want to really wade through on a regular basis. I have to do that enough with Warframe. I like playing Warframe. I think the movement is 1,000 times better in Warframe. That spoils me, because I felt like I was walking through a bowl of oatmeal in Destiny 2. This whole thing, by the way, needs to be... I basically need to have all the way down a massive pillar of gravel or stone or whatever. So that's what I'm doing, for anybody that's wondering. Hello, Crazy Craft.
My biggest problem with Destiny is it didn't explain anything to anybody. You had to figure everything out by yourself.
Yep.
I never played Destiny 1, so I have no experience with, the previous product.
Well, like raid teams and stuff like that, having to figure out raids and stuff, they would let the people that finally figured it out explain to everybody else how to do it. There
Yeah.
was no hints. There was nothing. It's meant to be this hardcore shooter slash MMO.
Yeah, I'm just not really sure. I've got one game that I like playing that's in my life already that is kind of that way. I'm not sure I want to swap it for another one or add to it. Warframe Warframe in and of itself can be grindy enough already, you know. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm the co-leader of the League Guild.
Yeah. One of. We have like.
I said co.
Yeah. No, we have one of the guilds, not one of the leaders.
Oh yeah,
we have multiple.
One of the guilds.
We have like 3 or 4. I forget. Anyway. Okay, I got to think about how
depending
I'm
on who you worship.
I think about this. I don't want just a square island, but I'll shape it after I start getting a better base to it. Hugo says ships are a lie. What?
Oh crap! Breacher's here.
Hey, Breach. Golden dragging a can of Coke. Somebody just woke up from a nap or sleep. I don't know which. I saw a question. So is Night Pirate asks, so is Destiny 2 a good game? Vigrum. That is a loaded question. It is a loaded question. I will give you this. I will give you a 100% factual statement. It is an amazing technical product. The textures look great. The graphics look great. It ran super smooth, and I only have a 960. I know people that had like 700 series cards that had no problems with it, and it still looked great. I was running it.
It's friggin' gorgeous.
Yeah.
It worked super well. The port in the Intel team that were working with Bungie to make sure the PC port worked did an amazing job. It is a quality port in that you could look at it and you wouldn't know that it was. I mean, the only hint that suggests it used to be a console game in that way is that when you want to activate something, you have to hold down use for like a second and a half.
Yep.
Instead of just pressing it once. But that's the only thing. Besides that, it feels like a PC game. The menus are brilliant. The graphics options are vast. It has a huge depth of customization in that respect. All the key bindings and everything.
Point of note, I think the menus are horrible, but that's beside the point. That's a person. That is a personal preference, not a technical. Yeah, well, that's a personal preference, not a technical performance critique. Technically,
I didn't like the menu system in Destiny 1 at all. I hate it.
Yeah. My big thing is, technically speaking, it is an amazing game. It ran flawlessly, 0 complaints, 10 out of 10. I got it to run effectively. It was at basically between 55 and 60 FPS constantly for me, no matter what was happening. And I was doing 1080p, full screen, windowed, no problems. Smooth as glass, no complaints. I like the firing systems. I like the weapon tweaking system. The aiming down sights felt good. When I was hitting stuff, there's a lot of guns where it felt like I am really screwing this person up. And there's a lot of times where I was using a gun and it was like, this gun is basically shooting paper clips at them. Now, a lot of that comes down to knowing the damage types in the game and how it lines up with the bad guys. The problem is they don't offer that information anywhere in the game. Also, the exact same thing can be said, just to be fair, the exact same thing can be said for Warframe. There's lots of guns that are hey, and there's a whole bunch of guns that are eh. You know,
that's the thing.
Same thing.
That's the thing, is like some of the damage type stuff
yeah.
was... I mean, I figured it out, but I realized the obvious way to figure it out is completely out of your realm of notice because it's colors, like the health bar a color versus the color of the gun's effect.
If they are doing something that is that heavily color coded, then they have failed their player base already.
I know they have an accessibility thing in the options, and I know it has stuff about color blindness, but I don't know whether it would cater for your type of color blindness.
The thing, what you're talking about there, Cuts, wasn't always true. Looking back at Destiny 1, you would think that, but it's not always true.
Really? Because, I mean, I noticed some that had, like, orange health bar, which seemed to be affected by the solar weapons. Very much, by comparison to other stuff.
When I was playing the strike mission, there was a lot of instances where we had dudes that had they were all one type of dude. Like, there's the heavy dudes that would come rolling up or come running up, and they would kind of drop their forearms down, kind of squat down, and this wired kind of force field thing would go whack right in front of them. They'd start blocking shots.
Oh, the shields.
Right, okay. If you're hitting those guys, if you get up high and shoot over, or if you skirt around and shoot them from the sides, there were quite a number of times where I would use the same gun, and 4 of those dudes, it would own one of them on headshots, and the other 3, it would barely scratch them. It's very... I had a lot of instances where guns were, getting frustrating. Problem number 2, you can run out of ammo. Okay, problem number 2 in a broad scope, there's ammo. That's a wrong move right there, I think, personally. If you're going to have ammo, though, you need to have some way to get it back. There were several instances where you'd look down and go, oh God, I'm out of ammo on my primary and secondary gun. I can't kill bad guys to get more ammo, because that's the only way you can get it. Automatic fail for the game right there in terms of mechanics. In Warframe, they have little things that you can build, and you drop one down, it will slowly start replenishing your ammo, a certain amount per pulse over several seconds. So I
think, if I remember right, that I'm not entirely sure, but I think the sidearms
No.
can be used,
No.
or are they not?
No. There is nothing that has infinite ammo. Nothing. Because there are no sidearms anymore.
To be fair, I didn't encounter that one because I never ran out anyway. Well, I ran out of one gun, but I never ran out of all of them at once.
Well, like I said, I'm having to do this off Destiny 1 because I didn't get a chance to play the beta, but generally you use melee to cause ammo spawns to rise a little bit.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is that now
Which isn't fun.
In Destiny 2, there's an internal cooldown on this blast effect that you would get. Like if I was a Titan and I would charge into melee, Nope.
Yeah, the special ability from it has a cooldown, but the actual melee itself doesn't.
Right, but if you charge in and you do a melee attack and something dies almost instantly, you then stand there and, I'm going to keep meleeing and see if I can get some more ammo this way using my melee attack. It's several instances where I would die in the midst of a firefight because everybody, have to get in melee range. That's flaw number 1. Or 2, the base damage, the non-boosted damage from melee was so low that it would take 6 or 7 strikes to kill something with a melee. It's not an optional. I mean, it's not an optimal option.
Like I said, they try to cater to the hardcore people that grew up with Halo.
And I get that. I get that. It's just one of those things where if you're not explaining this to a group of people who are coming in from other games, much less other games that may be similar, they failed their new audience that way, in my personal opinion.
I think I made it perfectly clear. The only reason I have Destiny 2 is because a friend bought it for me.
Unholy Tig says, Vagram, Destiny 1, and I think Destiny 2 have ammo synthesis that you can use in mission. What does that mean?
Yeah. Consumable items that give you ammo, but there weren't any in the mission, though, thing. There would be a thing that, like, I've seen, because watching T-Love and Blue and people doing their raids and things, they get some of those beforehand, so if they ran out, they could use a synthesis during it to get more ammo.
Right, so here's my thing, okay? That game is basically being advertised, whether they want to or not. They open it up to an open beta, and it is being advertised as what you see, that's everything, within reason. Yes, they tell you that there are other missions other than the strike mission available, different mission types, but so I know that. But beyond that, I don't know what items, I don't know what kind of vendors they're going to have. Walking around, there's no place that I could just walk around and look at NPCs or merchants or whatever, because they did not have any of that stuff turned on for the open beta. So that game does not have that, effectively. I'm not saying it doesn't flat out. I'm saying effectively, it does not have it. If they do have it, they did not advertise it or communicate that at all. And that is a failing, in my opinion. So,
well, see, that's my complaint with both Destinies in a nutshell, is the advertising and the transparency of what the game is.
Right. I'm trying to whip out the bottom of this island quick.
Yeah, I suppose that very much my impression of it has been coloured by the fact that I've seen a lot of content surrounding the first game.
Yeah.
Which is, all the things that have been said are fair criticism.
I mean, I get that if I'm going to be buying a game, much less spending $60 for a game, I should probably do a little bit more research and watch some YouTube videos. But it's one of those things where, oh, there's this new game out. It's on PC now. I kind of wanted to play the original one, but because it wasn't on console, I never watched any content for it. Because if I can't play it myself, I usually don't care. I don't watch a lot of console content because I can't play it. It is not accessible. Let's plays to me are basically shopping. Like window shopping.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. And I'm not saying that is how Let's Play watching is. I'm saying that's how it is for me.
Yeah, like, I found a lot about it because I was just watching, T-Love and Blue because friends, so.
Right. But I mean, that's the thing is that if I can't get into the game, I have a hard, myself, if I cannot start it up, I have a hard time getting into it. Okay. We built out the cube. I can actually go do some other stuff now in terms of shaping this island.
I admit a lot of my watching time is just mostly having things on in the background, while doing other work.
Yes. And I am...
Which is mostly the way that I ended up kind of absorbing it. Mostly from listening in.
Yeah. But again, that's one of these things where they have a brand new player base. They could have served themselves a lot better by catering to that new, completely ignorant player base. They could have done a lot better. Okay. So let's think about
Why
this.
does this sound like my criticism of Warframe?
Yeah, Warframe knows that it's got a horrible player. When I first started playing Warframe, I wound it up and I hated it. And so I kind of set it aside. And then Sice and Metabase, like a year later, when I started doing YouTube stuff, Sice and Metabase learned both. And I played it and they were like, what, you play Warframe? I was like, I played Warframe for about 6 hours a year ago. And I absolutely hated it. Why? And so they basically held my hand on the new player experience. The problem I have, basically they helped me get over that horrible hurdle because there is a horrible new player experience on Warframe. Absolutely, hands down. That game is probably, it might be even worse than Destiny 2 was, specifically because it's so much deeper because it's been around for so much longer than Destiny 2 has. So yeah, that's fair. But I had people help me get over that. Would this have been a different experience if I would have started up, say, dialed up T-Love and said, hey, would you do the strike mission on PC with me and help me figure out what's going on? I probably would have had a lot better opinion. A lot better opinion.
Oh, yeah. The other thing is that I was doing when I was in the beta, I did the strike with Blue and Edward R from there. So yeah, I wasn't doing it with randoms.
My big thing was, well, I didn't do strike mission with randoms. I did it with friends. I did it with all new to Destiny 2 friends. That's the key.
Right, there's a difference.
Yes.
So no one knew what they were doing.
Exactly. Nobody had.
Like those two knew what they were doing. I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody had a clue.
Knew what he was doing from the console one. I don't know whether Edward did. And I kind of knew what was going on because of having watched it before. But yeah, I could see how it would work out a lot differently if they were completely new.
People are talking about.
Yeah, I will admit, I tried Warframe back when it first originally came out, when there was like, you can count the number of frames that existed on one hand. And yeah, it colored my experience because it was not in the slightest new player friendly. Even though it had just come out, it just was not friendly to new players, and I dropped it almost immediately.
Okay, chat is talking about something called Pinochle. What the heck is that?
No idea.
Pinochle?
Yep.
Oh. Pinochle, I don't know. I used to be able to play spades. I can play spades. Spades is easy. Spades is harder to win than poker. I actually don't buy that. I actually found it easy.
Card game, apparently.
Yeah. Oh. The PNIO one? Card game, okay. Yep. Nobody had a clue, so basically...
Pinochle.
That's not how you spell that. Pinochle spelled pinnacle. She stuck her head in here. Hey, if I asked nice, pretty please, would you make me some decaf? Will you make me some decaf? Please? Thank you. Yeah, pinnacle. It's, I don't know. I call foul on that one. Huh? So yeah,
it's one of those.
It actually is. Look at the IPA thing.
The what?
Pinnacle. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is through the IPA pronunciation thing on Wikipedia. That's how it is meant to be pronounced.
That's freaky.
That is weird.
I mean,
What language did we loan that from?
no, I mean that's my point. It was spelled like pinochle, how you would pronounce it, in dictionaries when I was a kid. I probably still have an unabridged dictionary in the house somewhere that it's spelled that way. I don't know. I think we got retroactively corrected on the fact that we were spelling that wrong at some point in U.S. history. That's my guess anyway. Spades is harder, requires more strategy, I think, but poker requires more focus. Yes, I agree with that. I actually do think
That explains the spelling. It's French.
Oh yeah, I could have told you
go.
that by the way that it was spelled. It's got to be a French word. It's weird.
I'm actually really good at poker. All it takes is not having any obvious tells.
Are these shutters better? Did he change them?
Everyone fly as fast as you can.
Let's see.
There you go.
It's like 3/4 shutters.
I actually like the other shutters better.
Oh, those are dope. I like those.
But those are nice.
Yeah, I used to have a friend that lived in a house that actually had those. I had a great aunt. She wasn't that great, if we're really honest. That lived in Mississippi. That had a big fishing house, this big fishing lodge looking house. That was normal house on the outside and part log cabin on the inside. It was really weird, and it had shutters like that along the windows. Yeah, I think those are awesome. Those are dope.
Shutters on houses that annoy me. The decoration shutter.
Dark Preacher says, must have been a Texas dictionary. Yeah, I keep stating, I was educated by the Texas educational system. I'm happy I can actually read. Not read English, just read. Houston's educational system is way down the list on, well, educational systems in general.
Mr. V, can I make you feel better?
What?
I was educated by the Alabama public school system.
Oh.
Point of note, Alabama public school system is actually above Texas.
No, we're not. We're number 49th in the school system ranking. And always have
50.
been.
Do what? No, 50 is Mississippi.
Alabama's...
Yeah, no, there's actually been several points recently where Alabama has not been 49th. Texas has been 49th, and Alabama has been 48th to 47th. It has moved. They shuffle all the time, man. It has to do with like school districts and what people are currently in office and stuff like that. But it's not a contest. It's basically, if you're in the bottom 10 somewhere, you're going to have problems being educated well, no matter where you are. And Texas has been in the bottom 10 for about 40 years now. So yeah.
Saying in Alabama, at least we're not Mississippi.
Yes, pretty much everybody says that. I feel sorry for Mississippi, but yeah, that generally is one thing we can all agree on. Hey, we're not Mississippi. Let's see. I'm gonna get more of this. We're gonna need some more smooth stone, but I think we can make. Can we make some? With the yeah, we can. Okay, awesome. Stone essence. Yay! Okay, the island is going to have a crunchy gravel core to it, opposed to creamy caramel nougat. I don't know.
Hard and crispy on the outside, kind of crunchy and hard on the inside. This thing sucks.
Yeah, it does. Wow, this is bad candy. Yeah.
He says, chewing on a lighthouse.
Let's put that up. Pull this down. And this is when I need to start thinking about. Probably going to do something like. I want to make it a little bit lopsided. That is totally wrong. Whatever. I'm trying to make things less symmetrical and less vanilla style crinkly, because vanilla doesn't really get it right in a lot of regards.
Vanilla.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay, so we put sand on top of that and bring it out just a little bit. And then we would probably do this all the way around. Anybody else working on anything, or are you people just heckling me?
Yep. I'm building
Both.
I mean, it's okay if you're doing both. Multitasking is a virtue, but actually, multitasking is a myth. But let's not go into that. That's a whole nother discussion that people are going to yell at me for.
That's single tasking at high pace.
Yes, it's basically single task switching. Exactly.
I'm watching Cuts work.
Does that count?
Sure, you can heckle Cuts. Cuts, you got too many legs. You're funny looking. Exactly. That's why I like Cuts. He plays along. Dragon Race has got a second house built. Wow. Yeah, jumping into a Minecraft stream and immediately asking, just wondering, am I able to join? Probably won't get you on any server ever. If you do get onto it, it's not a server you want to stay on. Missouri is currently ranked 23. Illinois is 20, which makes sense because Missouri is a bit dumber than Illinois. I'm not weighing on that at all, Preacher. That's an argument waiting to happen. Nope. Let's get the nope stick on that one. Where's Oregon and Washington State and Alaska while you're at it? Yeah, Washington's number 7. Oregon's 22. Woo!
Hey. I'm in the upper half.
Alaska's 34. Trying to educate the kids on not freezing to death, basically.
Yeah.
Minnesota's
some blubber.
7. Yeah.
Try to tweet it all at once.
Just to make you smart enough to leave the state.
I had a cousin who got married and moved up to Alaska, and
Bad.
him and the wife had a kid up there, and because the kid was born, my also cousin, but something removed, I forget. The cousin and relative system is dumb. But that's not the point of this conversation. The whole point is they got married somewhere else, but they moved to Alaska because their son was born in Alaska. Basically, the that offspring got benefits of being considered a native Alaskan, so they got dividends paid from the pipelines.
Yep, dividends.
Yeah, and by the time he was old enough to go to college, he had the entirety of his college fund saved up because his parents set it aside and kept it away from him until he was 18 and could claim it. And so he went off to college with a full ride. He could pay to go anywhere. He came down here out of Alaska because he's smart.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure that there is any universities in Alaska. To be fairly honest.
Yeah. Silver Cobra says exclamation point GT. I don't know what you're trying to achieve.
The dividends have come down a lot since I was up there.
That's probably related to expecting it to be console, and it's probably about the Xbox gamer tag.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Not console, by the way.
Before you ask, no.
Yeah.
Before you ask, oh, this is not console, and no, you cannot join.
Let's do this, and then bring it out here a little bit. Do that, and then we can...
Should mess with people, change it from PC to Java.
I'm tempted to do that.
Pocket Edition. Do it.
Well, Mojang officially recognizes Minecraft for Win 10 as Minecraft PC.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Which
think...
can...
Isn't it called like
Which can crossplay.
Isn't it called like Bedrock Edition now or something?
No, that's Windows, like Windows 10 edition or whatever. And this one was like, oh, we're just Windows now, and this one's just Java edition.
No, that's what I'm talking about. The Windows 10 edition is actually called the Bedrock Edition now, I think. They refer to all versions that can cross-play with mobile and whatnot as I think, or at least I thought that's the way it worked, as Bedrock Edition. I know there's a difference. Oh, by the way, before I forget, that reminds me. If you are a person that does mobile, if you do the Win 10 edition, or if you play on console, there is an in-game store that you can buy skins and cool stuff like that from. We have an artist in the community by the name of Razzleberry Fox who is donating all of her income for a week. Oh God, didn't mean to do that. For all of her whatever sales from the store to the charities supporting victims of Hurricane Harvey, which we are very, very proud of her for doing. So if you do buy anything from the store, if you ever do that, like maps, skin packs, whatever, go find stuff from Razzleberry Fox and buy it from her, and you will be supporting a wonderful thing. Yeah. Okay. Just hot tip number 1. Asking for follows, asking for anything in a live stream you just stepped into gets you nothing. Number 2, no, go away. All the versions getting better together update are running the Bedrock engine. Yeah, that's the Windows 10 edition. Win 10 is getting the better together update. The only one that isn't is Java. That's it.
And PS4.
Well, that's probably working on the same engine, just not connected.
Yeah.
It's Sony.
Yeah, they are getting everything else from that update except the crossplay.
Yes, I said.
Basically, yeah.
Which I think is silly.
Like I said, don't get me started on Sony.
Yep, that's the wonderful world of Sony. That's a whole nother conversation we're not going to go into. I need to unsquare this a little bit. Let's just lopside it this way a tad. I'm gonna actually redo that. I think these lone blocks down here look goofy. Trying to unsquare the island.
Thank you.
I'm making another house.
Oh, hey, Greater C, when did you sneak in?
A few minutes ago.
I'm gonna make it weird.
He was over here oohing and awing at Arlock's house.
Yeah, it's a good house to ooh and ah at.
Sure.
Nope, don't like that. Less there. More there. Actually, I need to have more island back here. Let's do... see if we can bring it out this way just a little bit. There is a whole bunch of... I'm just going to cause a massive mess right now. That can all go drowned in the ocean. That belonged to somebody. We can shoot it back in for them. Whatever.
Oh, the concrete.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think we'll loot it more, actually.
We're going to be doing a giveaway, by the way. In 12 minutes, I will be doing a giveaway for a game called Ashes. What is it called? Ashes of the Singularity Escalation.
Ooh.
Oh, hell.
It's a
I'll have to
strategy.
go on that one.
It's a strategy game.
Yeah, one that requires a horrendously beefy PC. Be careful.
Okay, apparently it's a strategy game that requires a horrendously beefy PC. So be careful.
I wouldn't have been able to play it on minimum before I got this upgrade.
Right.
I'm on the A980. I should be fine.
Yeah, I can link the stats page for
Yes,
it
does require a PC.
on Steam. Okay. Later, when I do the giveaway, but we are going to be doing one here in about 10 minutes time. At present, we use a currency system in the stream that has no point. They have not implemented any bot functionality with that on the StreamJar bot side of things. So right now, pretty much anybody that is a follower will be able to enter. You do have to follow the stream in order to enter, but yeah, otherwise, that is the thing. I'm going to get, let's just, oh, you know what? There we go. Do that again. Time set through. Let's have some daytime. We were lucky. Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. Oh, hang on a sec. I got to catch up on this. Let me scroll back on chat real quick. FYI, Bagram. Not hearing the music in the background. Yeah, you don't have your volume on enough. It's at 2%. It's just background music, but it is there. I'll turn it up a notch. Yeah, Bart of Old says I can hear it. Someone needs to mod the those jack-like things you see shoring up the man-made islands these days. Oh, yeah. I've never seen one of those. I don't know what I'm talking about. We were lucky, no water in the house. It came close. Awesome, Alex Durrani. That is awesome to hear. He hit me up on Twitter. He lives here in Houston, and they had to evacuate because there was water in the neighborhood. So they got out, and they had to get evacuated to Mattress Mac, this big furniture giant, basically owns a massive furniture store down here in Houston. He's a local legend, and Jim McInvale. And he, before the storm had even finished, I mean, before it started leaving town, before the rain had even abated, he opened up his store to give the Coast Guard and all of the other rescue teams a place to rest on his showroom floor with all the furniture while they were in between rescues. Then he started hosting survivors and rescuees being brought from their houses in high water and stuff like that. He brought in bottled water to give away, food, and fed them with sandwiches and little bag lunches and stuff like this. The guy let people stay in the store overnight. He had staff and everybody taking care of them. There were people that had a place to sleep, air conditioning, power, and some place to be safe out of the rain because of this guy. And he did this before the storm had even barely hit town. He started opening his doors. So Jim McInvale's an amazing guy, and he's done this before in Houston for disasters like this. He's basically amazing. And Alex had to get evacuated to his store, so he didn't know what the status of the house is. They didn't know what the status of the house was. So, yeah. It is great to hear you didn't get any in the actual house. That is great to hear, Alex. Now everyone else does that joke. My work here is done. What?
Scroll up a little bit.
Oh. Hi, New. I'm Aradani. Hi, New. I'm Hart. Yes. Hello, New. Ha ha ha. I know why I love you guys. Slightlier GNU says, "Are you on Xbox? Reading is your friend." Follow me a sec. I'm going to start making a command that we can do that gives them an IP address and a version they have to download to try and actually join and see if we can get those people to get tied up in, yeah, we're on Xbox. Yeah, sure.
127.0.0.1.
Uh-huh.
Like the Forgecraft one, the IP was the exact resolved IP. Doesn't mean you can actually connect to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's whitelisted. You can try and join all you want to. You're not getting on.
It wasn't even that. You can't even actually make a proper connection to be told that you're not on the whitelist.
Yeah, Alex, definitely keep safe. Keep track of yourself. I had to go to a neighbor's house because of my health, because I'm an asthmatic. When it starts getting hot and there's no moving air, I do not do very well. I can do hot outside a lot better because there's usually wind, and stuff like this. Or sitting out in the rain, it was actually pretty cool outside, even if you weren't directly in the rain. But when it starts getting to where you don't have power in a house, and there's no air conditioning, there's no moving air, there's no fans, it only goes so far, and my asthma started bothering me. My neighbor, one house that way, has a whole house generator, and she opened up her doors to let me and the wife come over there and stay one night in AC, and it was glorious. Night Pirate says, "What is the story about that big church in the city?" I could go into.
Let's not get started on that one.
Yeah,
Even I've heard about that.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I could get into a long story about Joel Osteen and then start referencing Temple Money Changers, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. The big point of it is, I actually think a lot of people are persecuting the guy. The guy's a jerk. He's greedy. I'm not going to cut around the bush on that one. But I think a lot of it is being misread and completely overly interpreted because of the modern, everybody is sensitive or reactionary to everything internet. I don't think it's as bad as everybody's making it out to be, because they didn't say the church was open because the church was flooding. They said the church wasn't open because of flooding. You can interpret that in many ways. That comes down to either lying or a very, very badly phrased sentence. That's it. That's what it breaks down to. Everybody's making a big deal out of nothing. Not that big a deal. It's okay. Move on. So yeah,
It just stay out of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, just read the news about it. Keep up to it that way. I do think he's getting what he's deserved, but that's not because of this. Because of a whole bunch of other crap. That's a long story. I'm not going to go into.
Culmination of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a whole conversation for another day. Yeah. Okay. I need to probably put some here.
What's going on?
What's going on where?
The house.
Another house? What? Where? Who? Where?
Ooh.
Okay, who's building stuff where?
Over here.
Where? I can't see you anywhere. Where's over here?
Next to the big house that's already been built.
Okay. Yeah, we had
On the docks.
some
That's the little one.
we had some houses get built. A house that got built without keeping track of the, let's say, local building code. So some things had to get rebuilt. Like this one over here is new as of this stream. This did not exist.
Yeah, that's popped up since I last looked as well.
Yeah. This one is also new. So yeah. Awesome. I'm glad to see the whole place is getting filled out.
Yeah, the one I'm building is the one over on the outside edge.
Yeah. If we want to talk about people doing things, if we want to talk about the storm and controversy, I would rather talk about the positive controversy, as it were. We had people coming from 3 and 4 states away just because they had a boat and spare time to come help out over here. Those are the people that we need to be focusing on.
I agree.
Wow. They can't even spell dumb. If you're going to insult somebody, check your spelling.
Ow.
I don't know. Technically, if you look at it at the right angle, I do have a dome ass, but that's another conversation. Yeah.
I'd be clapping, but I have to push to talk.
Tuga says, drink! Make a drinking game out of this, yes.
Please, no, we'll be drunk in minutes.
At the Night Show says, so you're either high or... No,
I'm waiting for it.
No, I'm going to stop there. You're either high. No, this isn't No, this isn't console. No, you can't get on the server. Move along.
We need a command for that. Just like command no. Rule number 1, no, you can't get on the server. Rule number 2, no, this is not on the console.
This reminds me, tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock is a community live stream for nope, I need to dial this one back. Community live stream for Mixer, for the Mixer dev team. We all need to go in and we all need to ask them that Xbox people need to be filtered to only see Xbox streams. And there needs to be a platform.
Yes.
There needs to be a platform limitation or some kind of a drop-down box and it defaults to Xbox and you have to do all platforms.
Make it easier to find separated things where you've got games on multiple platforms.
It needs to default to not PC. That's the big point. If they have
2 o'clock, what time zone?
I always remember because it always started the exact same time. My old Friday live streams used to start 2 p.m. Central.
Okay, so 12 my time.
Yeah, basically. Okay. Let's do a little bit this way. And make a weird little thing. Oh, don't like that. Let's take this back. Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
What?
Apparently, my the 2 waypoints you made created for me went back to normal.
Oh, we had to reset them all. Hang on a second.
Yeah, all of the global ones went.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Somebody will have to go back to Greater C's house. And are you back at your house right now?
I was just there. I'm back at the bar.
Hang on a sec. Have another. Oh yeah. Way. Get one of these. Boop. There we go. It's global again here on this end. We will have to redo your base, unfortunately. A whole bunch of those got reset when we updated Forge on the server.
They all did, I think.
Yep, I think all the global ones got reset. I don't know why. No clue. But they did. We can get your... Does that look not square anymore? It's not square anymore. Yeah, this kind of bothers me, though. I'm going to lop that off and then trim this back. Oh, crap. Back to survival, ha ha ha. Yay, let's get this. I'm gonna put one right there. I know this is riveting. Oh, don't like that. Also, do that. Yay. Nope. Like that better the other way.
You're kidding me.
What's up?
No, apparently you can only insert from the front with a right click on storage drawers.
I thought we discovered that last live stream.
Yeah, we did.
No, we can orient them. Or
I thought the
I figured-
entire reason for trying to find whether you could was whether you could, because you could only click on them on the front face.
Well, I knew that for the drawers. I didn't test the controller last time. I was hoping it would be different, but no. Easy fix.
Boogie says, as we found out a few weeks ago, ass isn't on the blacklist. Pretty much any safe word for ass is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dark Preacher asks, did the Cajun Navy get you? Yeah. A group of guys from, I can't remember if it's Louisiana or Mississippi, showed up, basically called the Cajun Navy. It's a whole bunch of dudes with boats. No official, capacity. They're not associated with the Coast Guard. Nope, it's just guys with fishing boats. That's it. And they all came into the area. I don't know, it was like 30, 40, 50 of them. A lot of boats. And I was hearing power boats in the water in adjacent submerged neighborhoods. Middle of the night, early in the morning. All sorts of stuff. It was crazy. Okay. I'm trying to make this look like a, air quotes, natural island. I think I'm failing. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to start needing some stone. Let's get that and wait for that to fill up. Actually, I can wait for it with the lid open. More sacrificial pushing sticks, says Fur Grip. So does the Mystic agriculture work in the IE garden cloche? It's one of the reasons why. It's one of the reasons why we went with that initially, is because it worked better with garden cloche and it had a much better system for defining custom crops. Much less the fact that there was a whole bunch of stuff we didn't need to define because it was already defined. Yeah.
Hard coded into the mod instead of having to use JSONs.
Yeah. In general, mystical agriculture has been a lot better of an experience than Agricraft ever was, by a long stretch. Okay, so now I'm going to do the job. So just pulling these down, and then I will expand out. And yes, if anybody's trying to test the limits of the ban system and ends up getting kicked, I'm intentionally going to make the moderators...
You wait till the end of the stream.
Yep, I'm going to make them wait till the end of the stream before some dumbass gets unbanned. You don't have the right block. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Get this. I love this essence stuff. I'm an essence addict. I just started snorting it straight. I mean...
No one heard that.
No one heard that. I didn't say that. You don't have the right block. Already? Googly moogly. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna have to set up a little mini XStat system in here.
Wee. More stone.
More stone. Stone for the stone.
Something like that. Wow, somebody sat around long enough to wait for a 5-minute ban to expire so they could come back and say, bye, losers. That person...
I slaughtered them on the way out.
That person is awesome. Oh my gosh, they are so cool.
Wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Winky face.
You must construct additional stone. I haven't played StarCraft in a long time.
Alex
Some of
says...
the heckling just reminds me of the stuff with Flamegoat, which I really won't relay because they were like 10 times dirtier and everything, and it was hilarious. But
something dirty with something dirty with Flamegoat? What?
I know, right? It's you'd never think it.
The shock. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it just reminded me of a time when you had someone heckling them there, and it was they stuck around as well, and we were kind of doing the same here where we were talking about it, but they were talking back, and I'm just like, why are you still here? How are you still sticking around?
Alex,
Bull got splattered, flattened by my hammer.
It's like, they were taking it in their stride. It was kind of like, good for them keeping it up. Okay.
Alex Durrani says, Vagram, that island looks too boxy in the water. I think you're missing part of the point about what's going on here.
The fact that it isn't done yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm still building. It's not done yet. I am trying my best to deboxy it, but I defy anybody to make a quote-unquote natural generation looking island from scratch. Knock that off that direction. Knock that off now, son. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. And pull that out.
I love living in the South.
Do I? I don't think I do.
Do I really?
Yeah, do I really? I don't think so.
No, every time it storms, I have a screen door on my front porch, and the wind knocks it loose.
Oh, actually, that doesn't shock me. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Let's just bring that down. I don't know. Let's be weird. What the heck? Okay. I just got rewound about 3 seconds. Yeah. I did have a long, hard think. I did change my, just for anybody that hasn't noticed, because probably nobody has, I did change my Mixer channel designation to teen friendly from family friendly, because technically speaking,
Oh, there you go.
by absolute standards of the government, ass is not a family friendly word. It's a teen friendly word. So, yeah.
I think technically most creators on YouTube adhere to PG and not G.
Yes, I actually think there's a lot of people that advertise as family friendly that are actually not as family friendly as they think they are. I'm not going to judge.
And then this sorrow.
You what?
And then this sorrow.
Soren's complicated. Yeah, that's the answer I'm going with. I'm just gonna stop.
We'll go with that.
I'm just gonna stop there. I like the kid. He's complicated. That's my answer.
Before I get too far into this project, does XNet care about chisel stuff as long as it's solid?
What do you mean in terms of like the facade thing?
Facades. Yeah.
Chisel or chisels and bits?
Chisel.
Chisel doesn't care. Because
Okay.
chisel
and bits, don't do it.
Yeah, chisel.
No.
Chisel is a full block. Chisel and bits. I will hurt you if you crash my server that way.
I will slap you.
No, I just wanted to make sure my facades would work if I use the chiseled birch I've been using.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like a certain dragon on the server actually tried to facade with fence posts.
No names.
No, we're not gonna name and shame here because we're above that. Not much, but we are above that.
It was almost as bad as crossing light streams.
Yeah. Okay. I
think we've all.
Or using 1 billion redstone conduits.
Hey.
Actually,
we weren't going to talk about that.
Actually, that was a bug in Ender.io. That wasn't a bug that Aerodani did. That was because Ender.io was calling the wrong code, literally.
Flame dragon.
I try. What am I doing? I want to do that. Then I want to actually use. Yay. We're going to do one of those there.
Hey, to be fair, I didn't crash the server. I just had some nice X-ray points and spots.
I would like
It's
to make
alright.
I would like to make a clarification. You did not crash the server with that.
I was about to say we've all crashed at least one of the servers.
At least once.
Oh no, at this point, multiple times.
At this point, I sent a server into a loop for half an hour. It was great.
That's
apparently just
certainly
did
a
it by
word to
logging
use there.
Yeah, there's some people that have been doing it with logging on recently, where they log in and that is not. I want that there.
The whole server implodes.
Yeah, they log in, one chunk gets loaded to them, and then it's like, good night, Irene. That's it. And we don't know why. We literally do not know why. I have been knocking it up to a Forge bug, and something having to do with Forge in 110. And we updated Forge, and that problem did not go away. So I'm hoping.
Preacher knows nothing about 40,000 canola seeds in a 1-block space.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Yikes.
I remember that crash.
Preacher, I'm probably going to meet Preacher at some point in real world, and he can physically hurt me, so I'm not going to tease him too much. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's one of those
The
things.
shame of misplacing a chiseled glass block. Vitreous
I don't-
pickaxe.
I kind of want to meet Preacher in real life one day.
Like how it
Just
would
chill.
kinda.
Kinda. Not quite sure.
I'm not entirely sure.
Jury's still out on that one.
I work in a restaurant. I'm not allowed to be sure of anything.
This is true.
Let's do this. And I'm going to put one there. I'm trying to give this a certain amount of not perfect, but it's hard to not make it look, predictable. Is it time? Oh yeah, it is time. Thank you. Glad somebody remembered. Whoops, no.
Oh.
Okay, let me go up here. All the way to the top. Technically speaking, the admins can trigger this, but the moderators can trigger this, but I'm gonna do it myself here just a second. Let's go to Facecam. Okay, let's see if I can remember. I figured it out just a minute ago. We are giving away a copy of Ashes of the something stuffing things. You heard me.
It's a real world.
Uh-huh. I think
Ashes of the singularity, we all fall down.
so. There are one basic rule. Well, one action and one rule. Let's put it that way. You have to speak. You have to say the word, everybody, coffee, in order to participate. If you want to participate, there's no points being used in this system. It's just a straight giveaway. The one clause is you do have to be a follower of the channel. If you follow, participate, and then unfollow, my feelings will be hurt, but you can get away with it. Let's see if we can do. Is that going to be a thing? I haven't seen the bot say anything for a while. Watch it be broken. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm trying to save points and nothing happened.
Rorax to shame people in videos for being laggy? What are you talking about? Then there was a time where my lag factor in VC3 was on my fusion reactor setup. Oh yeah, that. I remember that. Your list. No. Where is Zibot?
I'll go on vacation.
Permissions.
It's out taking a smoke break.
When it has to deal with all of us in one place, I probably would take a smoking break too. And I don't smoke.
What? No. Go away. Thank you.
Found these Minecraft folk. They drive me to smoke.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm trying to get this working. It was working a minute ago. Let's see if I can get it to work now. Maybe if I do it this way.
Pause.
Okay, we are doing. What happens if I push the button? Yeah, it's just not joining. It says that it is actually joined or connected. Their service is connected to my channel, but I don't think. It is. Main settings. Let's go here. Do this.
Quickly, somebody say Halloween in the chat.
Not again.
I missed that joke.
I don't think we're here for that day.
I don't know what they're talking about either, for the record.
The bot decided that at that time the bot decided Halloween was a bad word.
No, it didn't. They were spelling it H-A or H-O, and it was blocking for both. But if you broke down the subparts, it was actually only blocking for H-A and H-O. Like no other part of the word. If you said H-O, ho, it would block. Or if you said ha, H-A, it would block. We don't know why. It wasn't actually the whole word.
Okay.
Yeah. I still don't know why it does that. Apparently earlier this evening it was actually blocking for the word pickle. I didn't add that. I have no clue. No clue.
Okay.
Yeah, right? I mean, I get it in a broad abstract sense, but when it gets down to the nitty-gritty of it, come on. That's just dumb.
Come on, man.
Yeah, pickle, exactly.
Oh, strict bot.
Okay. Where's the bot when I need it? At stream. I'm gonna send a tweet out.
The bot's busy checking its list of words that you don't know about.
Yeah, apparently. Everybody do me a favor. If you have a chat client open, I want you to tweet at StreamJar, StreamJar, just like it sounds, StreamJar, at StreamJar. Ask them, where's the chat bot for Mixer? Everybody. I can spend hours working on this. I'm not going to. I am sorry. Right now, I do not have a system at my disposal to do a quick drawing, so we work on that for next stream. I do have a key I want to give away. I've been trying to give it away for 3 weeks now, and something keeps breaking. So I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah. I have a copy of Ashes of the Singularity. I think that's what it's called. That has been sitting, waiting to be given away for the better part of 2.5 weeks now. But yeah, if anybody wants to actually do a tweet to at StreamJar and ask them, where's the bot for Mixer? Best Buy Mixer. It keeps vanishing. Every time it disappears, we need to tweet them. Because it is getting a little difficult. Okay. I was working over here. Yeah, I do apologize. I want to do a giveaway, but I want to do it well. I do not want to, well, to use a word we were talking about earlier, half-ass it. Rather not. I'm going to have to come up with some.
Always do it in raffles.
In what?
Raffles? On Discord?
Not everybody's on Discord. That's the problem, is that we have a whole bunch of people that are connected to the live stream. I need to be able to do the raffle in the live stream. And this is one of the inherent problems I keep running across with Mixer is for being supported by Microsoft, their API servers go down a lot. What am I doing? I'm just going to do time set 0 because there's too many people on to sleep. Okay, I need to mess with that corner. And I still need to mess with that corner or bring this out or something. Oh, I want to do that. Let's do more beach over here and see if that helps. More beach.
Okay. It's not perfect, but it should work.
I think I sent a tweet.
You think?
You think or you know?
I don't know. I think I used my phone.
Right, I think this house is done.
Excellent. There we go.
Let's go look at the house. Yay! I like the skylight. Wait a minute. You've got logs poking through on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Do we need to be doing? Do we need to be doing that everywhere?
No.
Aren't we supposed to be going to like some kind of a standard?
No.
Yeah.
Every house is identical. One's got like a cloth roof thing on top.
Hey,
Well, no.
I copied your design.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They can have some variants. There's nothing wrong. I mean,
It's
that's
just-
still
it's just
almost.
a floor shorter.
It's like almost the same style as everything else. Like all the vast majority of the building is in the same style.
Here's the problem. We're going to be opening this to other people building within this given area. We can't have almost. We need to have exact because almost is going to be a massive variance by the end of your 4 or 5 different people building unsupervised. That's
I mean,
why.
to be fair, this roof was a wild card. It happened without any prompting.
Yeah, we also have the wrong posts on ours. Yeah, I'm just saying we have it now. We need to have a specific kind of a. That's what I'm asking. We actually, we don't want variance. Variance is bad.
Well, I mean, the only reason these ones had the bit around the side was because it also had the skylight, and it was also a bit that was kind of like, rather than another floor, just a high bit of roof.
Yeah.
The windows.
And I'm hip, but again, it is one of these things where we cannot have too much variance because it is going to start making problems. So, I hate to be a spoil sport, but we kind of have to stick to. Otherwise, we're going to have a whole bunch of people that are going to be all over the place on things. Put that there, put that there. Actually, don't know how far down. Slope that out, slope that out. Yeah, this looks goofy. I'm gonna do you know, for the sake of consistency and getting a set of colors that was quote unquote liked by I don't know, some of the pickier people, we had to agree on a uniform standard. We need to stick to an actual uniform so we can, you know, not end up with a sloppy mess. Ugh, I'll keep hiccuping. At this point where suddenly I will just get jerked up or back like about 12 blocks. That's a guess.
Incidentally, I've also with this one defined what an underside which isn't a stone base looks like.
That is something we will have to tweak on some of the other ones, but that's okay.
Yeah, I see they use stone under the bottom and those stuff.
Yeah.
I figured that letting the birch be underneath would be a bit weird when the rest of the decking isn't. So I put some slabs underneath. Also, the parts around the edge I used stairs, so that it kind of sloped when
Yeah.
it wasn't adjacent to the actual pit.
Cove Homeowners Association needs to be a thing. Yes, because otherwise we're going to have a very, very big and unruly mismatch of stuff, and I do not want it to actually look like that. Yeah.
On the upside, walking between these is pretty cool.
HOA for the Pirates Cove Village, yeah. Ferg didn't build the giant head last week. He did it the week before. Or the week before that, actually. It's been like 2 or 3. Yeah. Any add-ons in the head yet? Nope. None yet. It's still just a giant stone head. And that is where it's probably going to be for a little bit. Do that. Let's get some more sand. And I'm going to do this. Nope.
On the plus side, once the waystones get set up, the finish getting set up, the bar is officially working.
Very cool. Very cool. No, I don't want to put my battery down. I'm gonna do that there, that and there.
Actually, what's that?
I think there's a squid here observing me.
Ow.
Aerodani burned to death?
Yeah. Yep.
How did you pull that off?
Flew through the eyes of the
flew in the
statue,
head.
any chance?
Yep. I thought I would, with my Osmos Premium armor, I would survive. Apparently not.
You flew through the what?
The eyes of
The
the
eyes
statue.
of the statue.
Oh.
I thought armor would save me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's there.
Oh. Yeah.
Wonder if you can
Yeah.
extract from a shulker box.
Okay, it's so blind. Yes, it is.
Bot turned up yet? Saying
Nope.
anything? No.
I pinged earlier.
Let's face it, the bot just don't like us.
It always disappears the second half of the stream. It sticks around for the first half, and then if you look, you can check chat while the stream is offline. It will keep spamming its stuff automatically every few minutes. But as soon as the stream goes up, it lasts about 45 minutes to an hour, and then it vanishes. Always in the second half of the stream. Always, always, and I don't know why. That squid is critiquing your work, Vagram, says Ferg. Probably. Wouldn't shock me. Build housing the walkway support for the Lifehouse looks like an oil derrick. That was actually kind of the point. Not specifically, but kind of. Okay. Music is weird. Let's change to something else.
We're past 8 anyway. 10.
Here we are. 3 minutes over. Woohoo! Okay. I'm going to do this. Let's... Nope, that's the wrong height.
Time flies and all that.
Yep. Time flies and you're arguing about flooring.
Or color scheme.
There we go.
Or log sticking to the roof.
Yep.
It does look better now.
Just arguing about Minecraft in general.
We're hunting down missing Discord bots.
Time to.
It's not a Discord bot, it's a stream bot.
Sorry, Mixer bot.
Ah.
The stream bot may have been kidnapped.
We'll see if Trick Dog will have it.
Yeah, I'm just going to make it a thing where every time I'm going to make a macro that I can copy and paste into the chat, where every time somebody actually notices that the bot's gone, we need to all tweet, mass tweet to them. They start getting tweets asking them where the bot is, maybe they'll fix it. Yes.
Let me just specify.
It's starting to look a little clumpy, but in the wrong way, not in the right way. Like that looks a little too even and predictable.
I like how this has worked out, how it doesn't look ridiculous with like, there's a section where there's 3 logs and kind of L-shaped next to each other, but you only see the one outside one from the outside and the other 2 from the inside, so it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this deck hanging out over the water over here. I thought this was pretty cool. There's a lot about these housings and stuff like this that's not perfect. Not supposed to be. Most of these are supposed to be situations where they're smaller houses that were using the same sets of wood from various sets of ships or wood that was brought over or chopped down from the forests nearby and used in this town so that, so that's why it should look a little bit consistent because everybody's using the same materials. And I get wanting to shuffle it and make it to where certain parts have slightly different colored walls or slightly different style ceilings. I would normally 100% up for that and say it would be accurate. But if you're going to be letting anybody come in, you cannot do that because then it's just going to look mishmashed and unruly and, pardon for lack of a better word, gross. So I have to put my foot down somewhere and say, no, we need to have consistency because otherwise it is going to look all over the place. And if I have to be a jerk about it, I have to be a jerk about it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I am going to try and see if I can step on over the weekend and finish out the Lighthouse Island because it's boring. And on next live stream, I'm probably going to trench out and we're going to see if we can trench out the dry dock and see if we can do maybe a boat in the harbor. We could start it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Gonna do something. Actually, you know what? I can do sand pretty far down on the side of this island. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Okay. I need a lot more sand.
Could also make it have some rocky outcroppings.
I kind of figured
that's what it's stopping people smashing into.
Well, yeah, but I figured the rocky outcroppings would only be on one side for the most part. Like, on the outside, so to speak, facing side.
Oh, right. You have to do the inside bit. Fair enough. I meant
but yeah, I want to do some. I just don't know what I would make them look like right now. So that's something I have to think upon and maybe look up some inspiration on. Unless somebody else has a better design idea. Okay. I'm going to set my chicken butt right down there. I do want to remind everybody. I posted about this on the website. I'm going to remind it again. There are some patterns that are disappearing from the store. If you go to shop.vagram.com, there are tons of shirts, not just from me, from tons of content creators in the community. There are designs that I have that are disappearing from the store tonight at midnight. If you want to actually order some of these things, you need to get your orders in now before they get pulled because they are going to be vacating the store to make way for new designs. I am still waiting on some artwork for Coop Street stuff, but Coop Street Mafia stuff and Coop Life in general stuff, but I am got some options available that I will be rolling out one way or another. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for coming and hanging out. Magic Dad says, hey Vagram, I am split watching you and Craig. Whose audio do you have? That's my question. Otherwise, hi. Dark Bridge says, time flies when you're banning fools. Yeah. Time flies when you're heckling, says Ferg. Yeah, Donnie says, glad you're back to streaming. Good night, all. Thank you very much, Donnie. I appreciate it. Donnie and so many other people in the community made this past week a lot easier for me during the hurricane, and I greatly appreciate that. I am probably going to stream sometime tomorrow. Don't know when. It's going to be afternoon. Don't know what. It's going to be either Guild Wars 2, because there's a demo weekend going, or for the new expansion coming up, or it's going to be actually no. Let's make it Guild Wars 2. I'll stream some tomorrow afternoon, and we'll try out some of the new classes and experiment with crap and just.
Is there another demo week now?
Yep.
The demo weekend, I should think.
It's
another one because there was one last time.
I logged in earlier this afternoon, played some, logged out, and ate a sandwich. When I logged back in, the backdrop had changed for my characters, and I had 2 extra demo slots. It was like literally like 45 minutes gone. I was like, wait a minute, what? So yeah.
I guess I'll have to patch Guild Wars 2 after you start.
Do you play? Or are you going to be joining with us?
I will join you guys. If we're going to start new characters.
Well, yeah, we're going to be doing demo characters, and you can wander around the Crystal Desert. I think there's a little bit of mission stuff, but when you get to a certain point within that starting mission, then you can bail out of it and leave and go to the desert. I think, but you can get an automatic level 80 character with gear for it and the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
And experiment with the new builds and the new classes and da-da-da-da. So if you want an automatic maxed character to just kind of poke around with, this weekend is the weekend to do that.
Oh.
We are having...
Yeah, definitely.
Still super salty about the server thing.
Yes, I still think it's dumb, and I still think you need to actually get in contact with support about it. I keep saying that. This weekend...
Well, I mean, I see that it's, nothing's gone wrong with it.
It is not behaving how it should behave. The way they have it set up literally makes no sense. So maybe they could just get a character and move it over, shuffle it from one server to the other, or ask them, why does it behave this way if we can't group up? That makes no sense. Just ask. It's not going to hurt to get in contact with support or at least send them a ticket. It really won't. I promise. The world won't end. Tomorrow evening is League Movie Night. We're going to be doing Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
And Fifth Element. So.
Yes.
Good night.
Yes. Make sure you tune in. We're going to be doing Galaxy Quest and Fifth Element starting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Keep your eyes on discord.vagram.com in the general channel. We start announcing it usually 30 to 45 minutes ahead of time. People start getting together. There is a bit of a limit to the room size in Rabbit. Apparently, you can have 25 people in a room. Worst case scenario, we split it up and have a couple of people do it if it's really, really popular. But otherwise, we'll see you there. And we'll go watch some amazing sci-fi movies together. I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. And I will catch you folks later. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.